that reading the syllabus and reviewing the course set provides a lot of information about the expectations for a class, but I wanted to make sure to highlight a few things about the organization of course materials, assignments and grading, the schedule and deadlines, as well as the learning process. The organization of the material might seem familiar. It's based on the scientific method you've probably learned about in other classes. We'll go through 2 cycles to complete 2 research projects. The first cycle, for a frequency project, will be a little slower as we think about each step in detail. The second cycle, for our association project, will be much quicker as we focus on applying what we've already learned and incorporating a few new topics. I've organized the course materials according to those steps so that we have a unit for each step, and then a final unit where we move through the cycle more quickly. When you click on a unit title, you'll notice 2 things. First, the main page for the unit provides an overview of what you can expect in terms of the learning objectives and the number of sections, as well as the tasks within each section. Second, the left-hand menu will provide an index of each of the sections. Beginning in the second unit, the sections will always begin with an overview and include a conclusion. Several units will also include items for exams. Note that these pages will be visible throughout the course, so you can review them the first day to continue to understand the course expectations. When you click on the name of the content sections, you'll see a learning guide like this. The essential question at the top is intended to help you focus your attention and organize the ideas. Similarly, the list of related terminology helps highlight important ideas. The required readings will provide important knowledge as you work through the learning activities. Videos linked within the learning activities will include examples and opportunities to practice many of the tasks you'll complete for assignments. Similarly, the discussion board prompts and activities will help you think through the concepts and prepare for the steps in the projects. You may also see a section labeled Material to Review that highlights information from previous units. Required skimming will include reading that provides important background, but you do not need to read that in the same detail as the information listed under Required Reading. Learning resources will include guides for the things you'll learn about in the related videos. Supplementary resources will provide added detail. Note the link I have circled for the Create Social Home profile. I haven't quite finished building this section, but when I do, all of the activities will include a link. The majority of the links will take you to YouTube, another section of the course site, or to a file saved in Google Drive. If you click on a link and get a white screen, use the navigation on the left to go back and right-click on the link, then select Open New Tab, Open a New Window, or copy the link location and paste it into a new tab or window. Each of the learning activities, directly or indirectly, contributes to your ability to complete the assignments for the class and earn your desired grade. Discussion board participation will provide an opportunity to practice thinking through ideas and collaborate with your colleagues to complete the project. Quizzes help reinforce key terms. You can take each quiz as many times as you'd like. Unit exams will include short answer and multiple choice questions over the ideas you worked with in the discussion boards and quizzes. Note that the multiple choice questions are limited in time for the exam, and you can only take them once. The idea being that it helps me gauge how much you're understanding and remembering, rather than how well you can look up the answers. You'll complete a number of article summary worksheets, initially with a lot of input from me, and then eventually on your own. Those summaries will be an important part of the proposals, and reports will complete for the projects. Note that the research report for the association project is worth a substantial part of the grade. I've intentionally designed the structure so it will be difficult to earn an A in the class if you don't earn an A on that paper. Each of the proposals and the frequency report will be valuable opportunities to get feedback and ensure you can earn that A. The assignments and grading may seem challenging. The schedule might not help it feel easier. The summer format means we're moving pretty quickly. In fact, the deadlines come up so quickly I thought it was easiest to format the schedule day by day. As you look at the schedule and related information in the syllabus, note a few things. First, the deadlines are at noon each day. The quizzes and exams are set to close at noon on the day they are due. I anticipate grading discussion board posts and other writing assignments the afternoon they are due. If your work is not there when I go to grade, I'll enter a 0. If it's there, I'll grade it without penalty. Second, you can work ahead on a number of the tasks. Everything's open from day 1. The project do create a few limitations to self-pacing, though. You won't be able to complete the proposals until we decide on a measure, as as a class. Similarly, you won't be able to complete the report until we have data and you have my feedback on the proposal. You'll still have some flexibility in timing those tasks, but not as much as with the remaining activities. Perhaps more importantly, I do expect that we'll use the discussion boards for important collaboration. So if you post early, you will still need to return to those threads. The learning activities, assignments, and deadline were all developed based on my philosophy that we each provide a valuable perspective on the material. Each of the activities is also designed to support your understanding by encouraging engagement with the material and providing opportunities for feedback. When we work collaboratively, each of those pieces feeds into one another to increase learning. Ultimately, that's the goal of each of these pieces, to help you bring things together to increase your knowledge.